Hi Flosstube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. Here I will talk about my cross stitch. I have a lot to show you today, and I have whips and finishes, and I will talk about whip go and my cross stitch journal. So I think I will start with my cross stitch journal, and I bought one of these. It's a 5-year monthly calendar, and I did a lot of stitching in January, almost every day, and I have started tracking my stitching time. So when I sit down and stitch, I play. I record the time on my phone, and when I go and fetch some water or anything else, I will stop the time. So I only get actual stitching time. And I have, as you can see here, I have the whips that I worked on. The first two are the ones drawn in Whip Go, and for January it was number 6, Counting Sampler by Darren Jones, and number 10, Advent Animals. And I have them put up for 3 days. All my projects in Whip Go have 3 days each. And then I have other projects. So there I have 2 new starts, and then I have also worked on Link Silhouette that's for my son. Here you can see I printed out the pictures of my finishes. So I will start with talking about a new start that was also a finish, and that has also been gifted, and that was for my dad. I will put up a picture here. If you have been with me for a couple of years, you know that I stitched a piece for my mother that said world's best grandma, and ever since I have been looking for the companion piece to stitch for my dad. And this fall I just saw an ad on a Facebook group of a woman selling not 1 but 3 of those kits. So I snatched one up, and I started it on January the 2nd because I got an idea. My dad's birthday was the 17th of January, and I was thinking that maybe I could start it and have it finished, and I succeeded. I already had a frame that I had bought. It's an IKEA frame, and it's not the easiest thing to frame something, but I did my best, and he was very happy with it. They came down the weekend after his birthday, so we could celebrate him and give him his gift. So I was very pleased and very happy that I managed to get that one done. It's a fun, easy stitch. I really love those patterns. It's very bright and colorful, and it's just easy to work on. It's a lot going on in the picture. So yeah, I'm very happy. And now I have some stats, which are, I think it's really fun. So this piece took me 13 days to stitch, 25 hours and 40 minutes. I think it's really fun, because now I kind of know how much, I can see how many hours I put in each piece, so that's really exciting. So, very happy with that one. I also worked on my son's piece, Link Silhouette by Coco Choco Stitch on Etsy, and it will look like this when finished. This one, this is a bit what do you call it? Like false information, because I only have the hours for January counted in here. I also stitched on it for I think 2 or 3 days in December. So this is what it looked like before. And in January I stitched on it for 3 hours and 40 minutes. But I think in reality it was like, if I count the December hours, it was like around 9 hours, I think. Now it looks like this. I really like how this is coming along. And I think it's time now for this darker color to go in here. So that's exciting. Yeah. Also a very fun project. Okay, so that one I actually stitched on the 1st of January also, so I stitched that before the World's Best Grandpa, and then I spent all my stitching time to get the World's Best Grandpa piece finished. Then I decided to tackle the Whipco pieces. So I started with Counting Sampler by Darwin Jones, and it will look like this when finished. This is how it looked like before, and I spent 3 hours and 50 minutes total stitching time over those 3 days, and this is how far I got. I love the colors in this one, and I think what, as you probably already knew, what makes it so challenging is that it's the fabric. It's really hard to stitch on, but I love how it's turning out, so I guess I will just keep stitching. Okay, so after I stitched on this piece, I started Hattie Hedgehog from Brooks Books Advent Animals. They are a free design and can be downloaded from, I think if you just Google Brooks Books Advent Animals, you will come to the pattern. So, and it was a start and a finish, and it took me the 3 days to have them crossed off, but the total stitching time was 6 hours and 40 minutes. Isn't she cute? I think she's adorable. Yeah. Super, super cute. So I was really happy to get her done. That was my goal. And by this time, I only had 1 day left in January, and I decided to have a new start. So I started Lily. It's a Nora Corbett pattern, and I think it's a Pixie Couture. I don't have the pattern here, but I think she's so lovely, and she's not that big. So I have this thought, you know, that I will finish her in no time. She will be done like in a week. Yeah, we'll see about that. But I got a good start on her. I have had the fabric cut out for her for a while, so it was really just to start her. And I started in the middle, so yeah, not much to see, but I stitched a whooping 30 minutes. So yeah, I will just pause for 1 minute. My daughter has a friend over, and you can probably hear them. They are now in the other room playing some card games, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. But that was actually all my stitching for January, and I'm so happy with how much I got done. And I've got a total of stitching hours. I've got a total of 40 hours and 20 minutes. So that's must be a record for me, I think. So I'm just going to show you this again. I have decorated with some stickers, and here I printed out pictures of my finishes, so I will have them in here. Under this post-it, it's a picture of my dad and my 2 kids when he holds this his gift. Yeah, so I just love this. It's so much fun. So I'm ready for February. So okay, now on to whip go. So actually, as I guess always in the start of the year, I can cross off my 2 whipboard. I can cross off my whip go goals for January, and I'm very excited for the numbers in February. At least one of them. It's this one, Mermaids of the Deep by Mirabilia, and I have been longing to stitch on this for couple of months now. So I'm really looking forward to stitch on that piece. And the second one getting drawn was from a Swedish company, and it didn't have a name, so I just gave it a name. Like it's the 2 Santa and Mrs. Santa, I guess, sitting by the fireplace. So I'm very excited to see how much I will get done on those. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I have some really exciting haul. I've got one of my unicorn dimension kits. I had to pay for this one though, and it not like crazy much, but it was a little bit higher than retail price, and it's called Winter Sleighs. I think this is the most beautiful dimensions kit ever. I'm so much in love with it, and I can't wait. I won't start it yet, but it's high up on the to start list, and I'm very lucky to have it. Then I bought 3 other kits, and it was a lady selling off her stash. So it was for a really, really good price. The first one is this one called Winter Geese. It's a sunset kit. And it's on an Ada fabric, but I think I will switch it out to even weave or linen. I just love this one. So pretty. Then this one is opened, not started, but open. It's called Alan Maylis Gracious Era. It's this one. And then she also had Hummingbird Breath, and it's this one. Yeah, so I'm very excited to have these kits. Then sadly one of our online crusty store closed down, so she was selling out her stuff, and I then picked up Sandcastle Dreams by Dimensions. And then I got this pattern by Lena Larsson, Hair Fairy. And I have looked at this pattern. That's like, it looks very kind of complicated. Or it's just that the pattern is divided in so many pages. But it's very, very beautiful. Then I saw that Spring Lilac was getting OOP'd, so I picked her up together with a bead pack. Then I picked up from another sale Birds to the Bogues by Lindy Stitches. And Beautiful Things, also by Lindy Stitches. And this one, I think it's so pretty. I love this one. The Little Brown Bat by Cottage Garden. I have the first one in this series, and then I didn't like the other ones that much, but this one I really liked. Then a new one called Trick or Treat, also by Cottage Garden. And then the last one, it was a lot of haul this time. Mirabilia's Shakespeare's Fairies. So that was all for me this time. And yeah, I hope everything is well with everyone, and that you also had a great stitching January. So I think that was everything. So until next time, take care everyone. Bye.